Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and this is the Quarantine Life episode number 29.
Oh,
Nine, you're too slow.
Whoops. How's it going, guys? It's Arit and Jewel here. She already said that. Every single day we've been going live at 6 p.m. PST for these Quarantine Life episodes on our YouTube channel, on the Estetino Artist YouTube channel, as well as on Facebook. And, you know, we've started this 28 days ago. Actually, 29. A little bit more.
More than that. Probably more. It's like 31.
Yeah, we started this about 31 days ago because we've intermittently been doing a couple of live interviews as well, bringing guests on to these episodes for you. And yeah, we started off just, you know, we wanted to just show up and still have this sense of normalcy.
And hang out with you guys, answer your questions, you know, just like chill with you guys.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun. Every single episode's been different. And it really depends, you know, where we take it. It's been fun hanging out with you. So
some are like super entrepreneurial and it's like business questions, you know, how do you do this, how do you do that? And then some it's just like talking about travels and just everybody sharing some stuff. And then the interviews, and it's just like, it's really cool how it's been going.
Yeah, we've had a couple of guests on the show. We've had Fernando, who talked about Etsy print on demand. And
his Etsy and print on demand is like blowing up right now.
Yeah,
that
he's doing really, really well, selling all kinds of different merchandise, particularly masks. And I think he said those neck wraps or something like that.
He has a lot of different kind of products. His catalog is very well versed. Yeah, like he has a lot of stuff, but it's all print on demand stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not stuff that he is housing or creating or anything like that.
Yeah. And we've had Kevin Burciaga, who just soared past his first 100 subscribers on his channel, which is awesome. I think he's close to 200 now, and we wanted to get his perspective on starting a YouTube channel and what that's like to get to your first 100 and also to get sales, to turn those subscribers or views into actual customers. So we had him on as a guest. We also had Cheeks from Product Patrol. And that was just a fun, wacky interview. You know, we got his insights on how he's growing his YouTube channel, especially right now.
And how he's like a product review channel, how he gets his products, you know, how he's grown from that. And it's just really cool to see the perspectives as they're happening. Like Kevin, he's still a small channel right now, and he's sharing us his like live insight. And it's really cool that even though he has less than 200 subscribers, that he's been able to get clients, like coaching clients for his business. And usually you would think that you would need at least 1,000 subscribers, but it's really cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's say hello to some people here. We have Roland in the house.
Hey, Roland. How are you? How's it going in Ontario? I forgot the city name that you're in.
It's going well over here. It wasn't a sunny day. It was cloudy, but we took advantage of the not too hot, not too cold weather and actually went for a walk. It was a very chill day today. So we went for a walk and got some pizza and, you know, just had a relaxing
chicken
day.
Wings. Yes. There's also chicken wings. And literally have done zero work. It's just been let's see where the day takes us. We let the day take control. Usually we take control of the day and we're like, nope, this is what we're doing. But we're like, let's see what happens.
And it often happens on Sundays. Like Sundays is our leisurely days. Sometimes we'll do work if we feel like it, and sometimes we'll just not. We'll just let it unfold. And yeah, today was one of those days. It was nice.
Yeah, it was just like what could take us where. And we started off by doing extra long puzzle, and I skipped my workout today because I wanted to give my shoulders a rest. And then Arit had suggested like, oh, it's not too hot and it's not raining. Should we go out for a walk? And I was like, okay, sure, where? And then we saw like we saw like a, what do you call it, like a Safeway, and like we were wanting to go check it out there, and then we just went, one thing led to another, and we just went into a bunch of different stores. And then before I share what we got, I will continue saying hello. Hey, Lenny.
Hi, Lenny. How's
hey,
it going?
Amir Nisa TV.
Hi, Amir.
Roland said, I stayed in all day. Oh, you stayed in this time. We did the opposite.
Switch. Yeah, we did a switch.
We usually stay in and you're usually out.
Wow, look at this. 10 hours of YouTube activity. 2 videos recorded and edited.
Oh, so you were working. You weren't like doing Netflix and chill. You were actually working on your YouTube channel.
Great job.
10 hours of YouTube activity, 2 videos recorded and edited. Awesome.
So in those 10 hours, was it recording and editing, or was it was there other YouTube activity in there? Let us know. That's amazing, Roland.
And Roland says, pizza, yum. Yeah, we got barbecue chicken.
Yes.
Barbecue chicken and chicken wings.
Buffalo chicken wings. Actually, we got half order of buffalo and half barbecue.
And then Roland says, lol, we switched. I know, that's so funny. We were outside for like 3 hours, which is like rare. But let me share what we got. So we went into a store and I saw this appliance, and I hadn't seen this kind of thing before anywhere else. And this is, I think it's a new product from Hamilton Beach, because I went on Amazon to look it up both on .com and .ca, and I hadn't seen it. So
possibly a good potential for FBA. Okay?
Maybe. This is what we got. We got an egg bites maker. So here in Vancouver, in Starbucks and Tim Hortons, there's a whole new trend of these egg bites, and they're like a small thing, and there's a certain way that they're cooked, and the ones at Starbucks are getting really popular, and they have 3 different flavors, and I love ordering them. It's like a quick snack. Back when we would go into downtown, right after the workout, we would grab a couple sets of egg bites, or if we were going to go on a road trip or something, like on my birthday to Seattle, back when we could still travel, we'd always grab a couple sets of egg bites, and it was always like everyone wanted these egg bites. And so when I saw this,
we can make our own.
I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. I just felt inspired to make my own egg bites and see how it goes, and put some bacon on there, spinach and cheese. And
we actually went in for a waffle maker and came out with this.
Yeah.
So we switched we decided to choose this instead because this is just way cooler.
I know. I initially wanted to switch up the pancakes into waffles and see how those went, and get like chocolate chip waffles to make, because we have so much of the powder and the batter and stuff. And then this ended up happening. There was a waffle maker there. There was an Olaf frozen waffle maker where it was like Olaf's face, and that would be the waffle. But then we're like, oh, egg bites. So these are egg bites, Lenny. It's not a dessert. It's like a quick egg snack,
No, he's saying, what's for dessert? We didn't actually buy any. We didn't actually buy any dessert, but we have some chocolate lying around. Yeah, nothing too exciting for dessert, but the main course is exciting.
Roland said that he was also replying to comments that you were neglected and networking. Nice work in the networking.
That's really good.
Full feast. Yeah, I know. We're just kind of just taking it chill right now, just being like, okay, we worked really hard for the last 2 weeks or so. I don't feel like doing work right now. And that's the beauty of things. When you have your own business, you can just decide when that's going to happen.
Put in the vacation day. Tell yourself you're taking a day off. Or on the case when we go traveling, maybe longer weeks off.
Yeah. I remember when, I used to still have a 9-to-5 job, and then you would have to put in your request for vacation, and you had to fill out a form. You had to first print out the form, and fill out the form and say where you're going, and you just say like sometimes why you are going, and I'd have to write vacation
and coordinate it with other coworkers so they don't overlap. And
and then I remember you had to hand in the sheet into a specific like tray where all the requests would come in, and then you would either get an email saying approved or not approved. And I remember, whenever I would put these requests in, I would get all nervous because I obviously always wanted them to be approved, and I would be sitting there for the whole day at work waiting for that email to say like approved. And I hated that feeling of, like that someone else was literally just deciding, yes, you can go, or no, you can't go. So
when you really think about it, 2 weeks vacation only out of the whole year. I know some people get more, but that's typically the standard.
2 to 4 weeks, I think. But like even if you think about it, 4 weeks for 365 days. If you think about it, that's not very much. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's one trip somewhere. And this year is very different for us, actually, because we're used to doing so many travel adventures, as some of you guys know. So we haven't been anywhere for a while, obviously. I wonder what the latter half of the year will look like.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it seems like maybe like near the end of the year, things will start to be travel friendly again.
Yeah.
Roland says that looks fun. Yeah, I'm so excited to freaking try this thing out.
There's recipes in here too, apparently. There's a little recipe book. We haven't opened it yet.
There's a recipe book?
There's like a little thing of suggested recipes in there. So, because you can make many different kinds of egg bites, right?
Grab the scissors.
You also make poached eggs too. So that's pretty cool.
Grab some scissors behind you in that drawer. I'm going to open it right now. Live unboxing. Roland says, Lenny says, shoot a cooking video review. I was thinking like, oh, should I do a review on this thing? Because it's like so random, but it's like, it's not typically what I would review on our channel. But it is what's happening right now.
Roland says, add salsa to those egg bites. That sounds really good. Actually, I don't remember
the other coffee shop, JJ Bean.
Yeah, at JJ Bean, there's a coffee shop here, and they serve salsa with their egg bites, and I always get the salsa. It's really good. You can either get salsa or hot sauce. Salsa is it's better because it's refreshing. Both. You get both. When he says you can fill and print the form and share it with each other. Yeah, it's more of a verbal exchange. Hey, you want to go 2 weeks vacation? Sure. Okay, approved. Let's go. Roland says, that used to suck, asking for vacations. Yes, now that I'm retired, I don't get vacations anymore.
Roland, what did you do before this?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
What was your job? And that's pretty cool that you got to retire. Both my parents are retired now, and they've been retired. My dad has been retired for 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years. And then my mom retired a while ago, and like a long time. And the first thing that I noticed when my parents retired is they instantly became happier and nicer. It was crazy. It was like a complete shift and change. And I'm glad that they're retired now and they can just go and do things that they want and travel. And
you get to be more of yourself.
Be more relaxed. Because my mom, she used to work night shift at the Bank of Montreal. And back then she used to process checks, back when there was a lot of checks. And so like all the checks in Canada, that Bank of Montreal, they would all go to downtown Vancouver. And her shift was 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
That's so hard.
Yeah, like when we were at home and stuff, she would make dinner and then we would eat and then she would sleep for a bit and then she would wake up around 7 and then get ready for work and then leave around 8-ish, 9 p.m. and then go work until and then she used to come home at like just before 7 a.m. and then she would make us breakfast and then drive us to school. and then go sleep while we were at school, and then pick us up and do the whole thing over and over again. I didn't understand why, my mom was always so tired, and it did make her irritable, and because she always wanted to just rest and stuff.
Stressful.
And she was always tired and kind of grumpy, to be honest. And I didn't understand why she was always like that. And now that I'm older and I understand now, I get it. Like, it was like, that was a freaking hard life, and she did it for so many years. She did it until I learned to drive. Then I said, you don't have to drive us to school anymore. I can drive. So when I turned 16, then she could sleep in a little bit more, but she still did the night shift until I was in college and university. So until I was like in my 20s. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Let's see here.
Hi, RG. How's it going? Happy Sunday to you, too.
Yes.
It's been a very chill day for us over here.
Yeah, we've just been about to show this cool egg bites maker that I got from a store here. And it was just a random purchase. It was more like a, let's walk into the store and let's see if something cool pops up.
We were bored.
Yeah.
It was a bored purchase. But we told this to everyone else. We went in there for a waffle maker because we actually did want to buy that.
Yeah.
But we saw this, and this is way cooler.
Because we're like, waffle maker this, and then, because I don't want too many appliances everywhere. I don't like the counter getting all crazy, because we already have like a toaster oven, and then there's already the Ninja blender. You can get all these kinds of appliances, but egg bites, I love egg bites, so that's why.
Rowan says he's worked at GM for 32 and a half years. Wow.
Nice.
Retired 2 years ago at 52. What was it like that first year of retirement, or even that first month? Were you very much relieved? Or did
you have anxiety?
Like, were you were struggling to find what to do? I'm always curious to know.
That's amazing. You worked at GM. What did you do at GM?
Because, time freedom, exactly. It's something that we, I guess, learned earlier on, is that, are we going to be living our lives at this desk in our office for, when we had our office jobs, for the next 40 years? And it just kind of made me feel sick to my stomach, to be honest. And it's not, I just couldn't imagine that. I really couldn't. I wanted to do so many things with my time, and yet I couldn't, because I was always tied like a ball and chain to this office job that I had.
You retired quite young. Most people, like my parents, retired in their 60s. My dad's like 66 right now, so he retired when he was like 63, 64. That's crazy.
Roland did a graveyard shift for 19 months. Oh, wow. Yeah, that messes with your body too, having to work.
It messes the whole thing up. It messes your mind and body. And my mom did that since I was 4 years old until I was in my 20s. She did graveyard shift. And the reason why that they did that was so they didn't have to get a babysitter for us. So they would switch. So my dad worked in the mornings, and then my mom worked at night. And by doing that routine, then they didn't need a babysitter, because there was always someone around watching us.
Mm-hmm. Rowan says, I did lots of things over the years, line work, but the last 10, I ran a paint booth and then a prime paint booth. Cool.
Paint booth?
Interesting. That's different.
What do you mean by paint booth? Like,
so selling paint from a booth.
At the mall?
Could be. Could be an outdoor festival. Who knows?
RG Titan says, yes, too many appliances pile up. I agree. I had a stormtrooper waffle maker. We were about to get the Olaf Frozen character waffle maker.
But then we're like, do we really want
this Olaf waffle maker?
Yeah. I think we were just happy to be in a store and like have some sort of sense of normalcy, because we hadn't, it's so different now. So we were excited. We were like, ooh, what can we buy?
Because I'm so used to buying things online, right? that, it was fun to see the product and touch the box and stuff. So that's why this purchase was made, a random egg bites maker.
And it's funny to see too at the store what is selling out. Like I saw this whole booth fixture of this product which helps you fix your roots. So basically you just color in your roots, like if you dye your hair, because you can't go to a hair salon, right? It was completely emptied out. It was so funny. Yeah, it was interesting. Roland says, cars went through the booth to get painted. Oh, okay. I was actually envisioning an actual, like you're selling buckets of paint or something. We're still going with the car theme. Got it. Through the booth to get painted, and I was the operator, basically babysit the robots that paint. Cool.
My dad, he worked in a fireplace factory. So when he first started, he put the fireplaces together, and each person in the factory line has a different job, and they just do that exact same thing over and over again. And then you would hand it along the assembly line, much like you were probably in an assembly line. And then later on, my dad became the forklift driver, and he would like move all the stuff around and just drive around on the forklift and stuff. I painted Arit's Camaro, probably.
Quite possibly. I think we had this discussion. It's very probable.
That's funny.
It was, what year is it? 2016. So I don't know how long it takes. I don't know how, the process works of how long it takes to get made and then how long from there to get shipped to the store here. But it's possible.
That's cool.
Did you find the recipes?
I'm looking through the instructional guide right now.
Oh, yes.
Just to see.
Yeah. So, it's a very relaxing day. Tomorrow, we're going to get back into it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be filming a bunch of videos and finishing up a couple of client work. Roland, I will get some things to you as well tomorrow. I'm going to work on that. And it's every so often you need to just kind of take time out. You need to honor how your body feels too. Like I was feeling really stiff and sore earlier today. So I actually did do my workout because I needed it. When I don't move, I feel really like my back starts to hurt and everything. So that was also part of the reason why we went for a walk, and it was nice.
Yeah. Like, if Arit didn't say, oh, let's go for a walk, I probably wouldn't have gone out for a walk. Mm-hmm. But it was a fun, like, random adventure. And, yeah, we just, like, bought some stuff and, I brought that glass Coke there. Like, I like getting Coke in a glass bottle. Notice how it tastes different in the different materials that it's in. So glass, I find, tastes the best. And then the can, and then usually I don't like getting the bottle, like the plastic bottle. That's like my least favorite.
Roland says, I left a note inside the door skin for you. I'll slash it and see if I can find it. No, I won't. Could you see me pointing at myself when you were telling us what you were going to do tomorrow? No, I couldn't.
That's funny. The recipe is not actually a booklet. It's just a quick start guide. So
they said that's deceiving. They said on the outside.
Hey, what's
there
funny?
Are a little bit of recipes.
It's just a one sheet type thing. Hey, but you know what's funny? They have one here and it says coffee shop
we found
recipe
a misprint.
Ingredients. It's not a misprint.
Coffee shop recipe?
Like from Starbucks, you know what I mean? Like, because they make,
like as in this is the kind that you can get from Starbucks.
Because like these bites were made popular by Tim Hortons, and I don't think McDonald's has them yet, do they?
Oh, these are
does McDonald's have them?
These are the Tim Hortons recipes.
Really?
Yes, they're not the Starbucks ones. We pretty much live at coffee shops. You can tell we know the food from there. Yeah, but they actually have full-on recipes for the egg bites that they sell in Tim Hortons. So that's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm still really hungry. So, wait, did you go for a walk or went shopping? So, yeah, Jojo.
A bit of both.
Yeah, we went for a walk, and then Arit said, where should we walk to? And then we could have walked like within the neighborhoods and then some fields and like parks and stuff. But then I suggested, let's go hit up some stores and just randomly just, leisurely shop, which I very rarely do a leisurely type shopping. I'm very direct. Like, that's why online I just type in exactly what I want and then just buy that. But in this case, we were just like, let's see where the products take us. And this is where it took us. The Hamilton Beach Egg Bites Maker.
Such a different day today.
The Egg Bite Maker is a better idea than the waffle maker.
Thank you, RG.
They are easy to make, and you would use it more often than the waffle maker. Tim Hortons.
We thought so too.
Yeah.
Tried those at their store.
I feel like, I'm more interested in the bites because back when we could go to downtown and like back when life was regular, I was buying these egg bites from coffee shops like on a regular basis.
And Roland's asking, what do you think of the egg bites from Timmy's? They're not too bad.
They're okay.
But when you compare them with Starbucks, and I don't know which is better. Like I know like in general, I don't really like Starbucks food. I think it's fake.
I like
fake.
Starbucks sandwiches. I don't usually like or anything like that.
It just doesn't taste right.
Their cheese platter is okay,
but the egg bites are really good. So, and they have more flavor, I think, the Starbucks ones than Tim Hortons. But they're still not too bad at Tim Hortons.
I think it's because the cheese they use. They use like a Gruyere cheese.
Yes.
So maybe.
Hey, Jojo. How's it going?
How are you? RG says the Tim Hortons egg bites were meh.
Yeah. They're okay, right? They're just they're not as flavorful, I would say, as other kinds.
Has anyone tried the Starbucks egg bites here? Do you guys know what we're talking about? Because it is flavorful. There's ones with the bacon and the Gruyere cheese, and even the ham ones were good too. And so far, like when we went to Seattle, my sister, she had never tried them, and then we bought them for her, and she's like obsessed with them now too. And I know Roland said,
Roland, have you tried them?
No, he goes, okay, what's meh?
It's like, meh. Like, okay, it's okay.
It's a saying. It's like, meh, bland, or like, not that exciting.
You'll have to try Starbucks.
Yeah, try the bacon ones or the ham ones, or get one set each.
Wow, go all out.
They're not that huge. They're like, it's like a quick grab and go snack. RG Titan says, I have tried them at Starbucks, a lot better, tastier. Yes.
With the egg bites and the egg bite maker versus the waffle maker.
I love how this whole hangout has literally just been about egg bites.
You never know.
Right?
Yeah.
It's literally just been about food. We ate some pizza, chicken wings.
Yeah. And then like we've been saying on previous episodes, we don't usually have a set topic or anything when we do these. We just want it to be casual and as if we were all in the same room, just hanging out and having a party together. So yeah, you never know where it's going to take you.
Lenny says, I get the breakfast baconator. Is that, which store is that? That's not
is that a
McDonald's or anything.
A breakfast sandwich? Or
I feel like that's a different restaurant, right? Like one of those restaurants.
I feel like I've heard
Baconator, yeah,
before.
Is that Burger King? Right?
Let's
I feel like
talk all about fast food today.
And Lenny, we know you like the bacon because Cheeks from Product Patrol, remember when he
the
was
single
showing
serve bacon strips?
I'm still waiting for him to talk about those.
Yeah, we're waiting for that video.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy's. Yes, there we go.
Wendy's. Okay. I used to love the like very simple Wendy's cheeseburger, just with bacon. Very simple. And I love their Frosties. The chocolate Frosties.
Oh,
it's kind of like a milkshake.
The chocolate malts.
It's kind of like it can be a milkshake and an ice cream at the same time. Yeah. So now I feel like that now.
That would have been the dessert, Lenny. Oh, there's no Wendy's.
Yeah.
Nearby.
There is no Wendy's nearby. Wendy's isn't too popular here.
Yeah, like Roland says, someone's hungry tonight.
Yeah, I'm not in a work mode. I'm like literally just like, what movie can we watch? And what's on Netflix right now? And
yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for good movies to watch on Netflix or
we finished
Amazon
the show that we were watching. It's this Israeli show on Netflix. And it's called Fauda, and the whole thing was like in Hebrew and Arabic, and it was like a crazy, because we just went to Israel and back in October, and it was like a crazy intense show. And it's like, when Netflix releases one season of something, it's like it's done so fast to like
a
week,
you have to wait
done.
forever for the next season to come out.
Oh, tomorrow the Roland or Lenny, if you guys were watching the basketball Michael Jordan documentary, there's going to be 2 new episodes tomorrow.
Oh, Roland says he watched the first episode.
Nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's really cool. It's interesting the approach that they're taking about, I didn't know that there was, I guess, well, I was a kid at the time when I was watching them, but obviously there's so much more to the game than the actual game. It's like the owners and the general managers and the coaches.
More politics.
There's
than
more,
the actual
there's
basketball
way
game.
more behind the scenes. And when you're actually watching it, you see that they could have had more championships if there wasn't all this other stuff going on. Roland says, I could use a Frosty.
I see a couple of you guys getting excited over Frosties.
I know, right?
Now who's hungry?
JJ Beats says, love your vids, guys. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Today I released a video that said 1,200 uploads. Like, what have I learned after 1,200 uploads on our channel? And I just sat back and just listed it all out in that video.
And we got some great feedback on that video. A lot of you guys were saying you enjoyed it, which is awesome.
Roland says, I didn't realize he started in Chicago in 84. I was only 18. I wasn't even born yet. But yeah, the way that he started, and I didn't know too much about that whole beginning era, because obviously I didn't start liking him until I was like 5 or 6. So that was in the 1992 or
1990, early 90s.
Yeah. RG Titan says, shopping at Home Depot is a work in process. They have curbside pickup. You buy online and wait for your email that your product is ready for pickup. Nice.
Are you doing some sort of project, RG? For whatever you're purchasing at Home Depot? I know that I actually heard that the Home Depots are still quite busy because that's what people are trying to do. Like, they're trying to find
it's like
these
fix
like
up
home
your
projects.
home now.
Yeah.
My dad is fixing up the garden, so he's like redoing it, and he's a craftsman himself, so he has like a lot of like the wood and the saws and stuff. He like already has all that stuff on hand.
That's what Roland was fixing up his garden the other day too.
Yeah, like Roland, you and my dad are like the same, doing like these, homemade projects and building stuff, and it reminds me a lot of my dad.
Lenny says, I've been watching Cirque Life. Oh,
YouTube
cool.
channel about Cirque du Soleil, how they train backstage. Some fun YouTube channels to be found. Nice.
Oh, I would probably enjoy that.
I think I've seen a Cirque du Soleil documentary before, and that life is hard, man. Like traveling, and
it's probably very grueling. Like, you know, you have to do a lot of training. You have to
you have to live on the road.
Yeah.
Like you're like it is like a traveling circus.
It's
a traveling circus.
But just
a modern
better class or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, modern circus.
And they're all, I remember watching it, and they're all like a family, and if they have kids and stuff, the kids come too, and they go to school while they're training and stuff. Like they have teachers and stuff that
I'm sure they have like a very rigorous training schedule too. Yeah.
David says, hi everyone, just rendering a video. I've been
David.
struggling to record all day long, procrastination. Finally, after almost 1 month without posting a video, I'm going all in.
Wow, amazing.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Tell us, what does that mean? What does going all in look like for you? Be specific about it. You want to be specific about what your goal is so that it's not so, you know, when you have clarity, it's easier to actually do. It kind of takes away the intimidation about it. So let us know what that means specifically. But I'm really happy to hear that.
And what is your channel about? And what is your channel name? I'll look it up. And then RG Titan says, bought some lawn fertilizer, but got sent home empty because my pickup wasn't ready. So like they got it wrong, or you got it wrong. That sucks.
But another garden project. I'm guessing lawn project.
Yeah, I'll check out the Cirque du Soleil YouTube channel. Hey, Fuzzy Randomness.
Hi, Fuzzy.
How are you? What's new with you guys? We were just sharing our Hamilton Beach egg bites maker. Do you like egg bites? If so, have you ever tried the Tim Hortons or Starbucks ones?
And David, I just wanted to say, we also had not a procrastination day, but a chill day, time off. Sometimes you need that. And so I think, you know, if it is you're going to be filming your first video there, that is, you know, you're struggling to bring yourself to do this action because it's new. It's something new. And with that, there's always, you know, a million thoughts going through your head probably. I know that's what happened with me when I was filming my first YouTube video. So baby steps, and make sure that that you're clear as well about your goal. Maybe it's just like, you know, just film one video on this day and then just see how it goes without being so without putting too much pressure on yourself and, you know, saying I have to film this many videos on this day. Just start off slow.
I'm seeing, oh, hold on. I was going to type in your name to get your YouTube channel.
Oh, David's YouTube channel?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, so David's YouTube channel is called Freelancer Insights.
Nice.
I'm just checking it out. You have content on there. That's awesome.
You have content on there.
Well, because I misunderstood. I thought you were filming your first video, but I think you said
he has like 6,000
almost 1 month. Okay, so you took a break.
Yeah.
You took a break. Awesome.
And then there's Liat. Hey, Liat, how are you?
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm in it's lazy mode here today. Yeah, same. Wait, did you see this? I know that you'll find this interesting. Look, egg bites maker, Hamilton Beach.
Okay, so David says going all in means recording and posting videos I've scripted, tutorial videos.
How many videos are you going to post a week?
How many scripts do you have ready to go?
Nice.
Lenny's probably laughing at the the lost in communication. Roland says, yes, it's weird. Sometimes you struggle to come up with a video topic, and then other times you get flooded. Yeah. Yeah, and I always make sure that I'm ready to capture ideas whenever they come to me, because they sometimes come randomly depending on what I'm working on, or they will come through when I'm answering comments or browsing online. So I always use Evernote to capture those ideas, or just my note app on my iPhone.
I'm pretty old school and still like notebook and writing and stuff. So as soon as I come up with an idea, if it wherever, like I need to write it down immediately because I don't want to lose it. So this is like I write down all the ideas. The green ones are the ones that the highlighted ones are they've already been released. So if I write down the idea, it's just I've thought of it. If I've circled the number, then that means it's recorded. And then the green highlight means it's been edited, uploaded, and released. So I'm always like trying to look at this ideas book whenever I am stuck. And yeah, sometimes I'll get like flooded with so many ideas, but I just write them down. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I don't even ever end up releasing them or filming them.
Yeah, you don't want to think too hard about the idea when you write it down, whether it's something that you would actually film. Just write the idea down, because you never know what that might be a springboard in itself for a whole bunch of other ideas.
And then, sometimes I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot I even thought of that. Like there's so many things happening in your head that just whatever works best for you, if you need to write it on a notepad on your phone, but like always put your ideas in one place. Because before I would like put them in all these different places and I'm like, where was that idea? But now it's like, it's always there in that book.
Jojo says she also went to Home Depot yesterday to pick up some things for the deck and backyard.
Nice. See, yeah, a lot of people are building their backyards right now.
RG says, what platform do you prefer when making your courses?
Okay, so I used to initially prefer Skillshare because it was at the time the easiest platform, less strict platform, and I liked the idea of whenever you'd get a sign up, free sign up, you would get paid 10 US per free sign up, and then you would get minutes watched, meaning you'd get paid for the minutes watched on your courses. I liked that model of being paid and stuff. For the last 2 years or so, Skillshare has been getting really strict about their courses. Let's just say they don't care as much about their teachers as Udemy does. Udemy is much more caring about their teachers. They communicate a lot better. You can actually get a hold of people on Udemy. Skillshare, we had a ton of courses on there, a lot of stuff, but they're changing directions and they don't want really anything too businessy. They don't want anything that has to do with making money or selling, Amazon, anything like that.
Even the TubeBuddy course that we have on how to rank your videos, that was also taken down. We had a lot of courses taken down from Skillshare. So
it's not just us, like a lot of people,
other instructors, yeah.
And it's a constant thing. People are always posting in the Facebook Skillshare groups. They're like, oh, my course just got taken down and this and that. The only courses that we have that are allowed to be on Skillshare is our Camtasia and our writing course. Both are considered artsy. And those are kind of what we have on there. I do plan, like when Arit does the PowerPoint design courses and stuff like that, I do still want those to be up there. It just sucks that you like never know when something's going to be removed, and the rules don't apply to everyone, if you know what I mean. So there are courses up about SEO, but when we uploaded ours, automatically it got taken down.
And there's no explanation for it. Like they're going
to give you like a generic thing.
Yeah.
And It's just weird. It's just not fair for everybody. It's not a level playing field. And so, long story short,
Skillshare.
Yeah.
But Udemy. So there's pros and cons to every single one. It's not like we can say we prefer only this platform, because there's differences amongst all of them. So for Udemy, it's a great marketplace. Like
they have traffic.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to worry so much about bringing your own traffic. Whereas for Teachable, you do, if you create, because it's a self-hosted course platform, right? So you'd need to bring
your own traffic.
Yeah, your own traffic to
so there's pros and cons.
That platform. And Udemy, the thing is with Udemy, they run their promotions all the time. And when they do promotions, it's good because it gets you some sales. But the thing is that your course is selling at a much lower price. They run sales and it's like selling at $9.99, like $10 or $14.
And that's the culture of Udemy. So you need to be okay with that. It's more about volume and that type of thing. And there are people who make like full-time incomes on there, like, and they just do Udemy and that's it. So we are on all three. And, like we always say, we like diversification. You never know what's going to happen with a platform. But I am liking Teachable right now because it is ours. So it feels more like when we make a sale on that, it feels better. Like it feels like I get a lot more excited right now because it's like our own little school and platform and academy, and no one's going to tell us that you can't send that email to them, and the rules and stuff.
I think that if you are someone who hasn't released an online course yet, I think Udemy is a great place.
Yeah.
It's a great place to start, see how the whole thing goes, how it runs, get used to the way that you have to upload your lectures and set your price and do announcements to your students and all that kind of stuff. And see from there whether you want to do a self-hosted thing, because with that does come more work in that you have to bring your own traffic. So if you already have like a good marketing system going, then great, that's awesome. If you already have a list, great, that's fine. But yeah, there are certain courses that we will be putting on our Teachable that are exclusive, meaning you can't find them, that you won't be able to find them in other places as well. So we are on all three, but we're kind of catering to each marketplace. You know what I mean? To like only very creative stuff on Skillshare, because that's what they seem to take down everything else we put up there. Udemy, there's that has its own rules, and then Teachable, it's all ours, so we can do whatever with it.
In terms of actually uploading courses and the actual software of everything, Udemy has the best. Theirs is the easiest, and it looks the best for the student, in my opinion. Then Teachable. But there's a lot of customization that needs to happen because it's your school. So you need to like customize everything else.
Yeah, you have to set up more things in Teachable than with Udemy.
David says, I'm hoping for 1 video a week, but if I can do 2, that'll be great.
Nice.
Awesome.
Start off with 1. Yeah, just start off. And then once you get the hang of it, you get that muscle going in terms of filming and editing and pumping that out consistently, then you can bring in the 2nd video in the week.
Hey, Brayden, how's it going?
Hi, Brayden.
Roland says, do you ever come up with an idea for a video and say it to yourself and
all the
think,
time.
How did I not think of this before?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
Wow, there are lost. People need your courses more than ever. Yeah, it was disheartening because we put all that work to put those courses up on Skillshare, right?
And people were enjoying them.
And then we just get that email, that cloudy email the next day.
So many people got that email, and they
there's an uproar in the Facebook groups, in the Skillshare Facebook
every time
groups.
They do it's called the purge. Every time they do a purge, and oh man, we had so many courses on there.
Hello, Serena. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. But hello and welcome. Lenny says, bring them to your website, put something free or cheap just to hook them. Yeah, so I just finished designing a lead magnet that is for people who want to start a YouTube channel or for people who are new YouTubers. It's basically a way to come up with 12 ideas for your first 12 videos and to be able to write scripts with them very easily. So it's like you get the ideas and the outlines easily within this guide. And so, yeah, I'm going to be putting that up this week on our website and do an opt-in. And that will also be part of bringing people or sharing with people that we have our academy, and then they can continue their learning as well if they need more resources on YouTube and starting a YouTube channel.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, this has been fun, guys. As always, I think we're going to wrap it up here and enjoy the rest of our pizza.
It was like down to the minutes of making it here.
Yeah, we went for our walk, and then we were both really hungry, so we scarfed down one slice each just before to make it in time for this live stream. So we
literally had 2 minutes to spare. It was like 5:58, and we're like, "Wow, 2 minutes. Okay, let's just relax for the 2 minutes."
Yes. Well, it's been awesome, guys. We'll be right back again here tomorrow, and we'll be more productive tomorrow too. We will. We're going to get back into our working routine. We also will do our Trello planning as well for our week, and yeah, we'll be right back here again tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. So we hope to see you then.
And I'll be enjoying this soon.
Awesome. Have a good evening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye for now. Nice job, David. I see your comment. David just uploaded his first video. Excellent. Have a good evening. Bye.